Hello, YouTube viewers, and welcome to today's broadcast. Today's game features CCBC Dundalk Lions versus Cecil College. And this is Jimmy Flame on commentary. Deacon Storm will be joining me shortly. We are in a bit of a delay today, so tip-off was scheduled for 1 o'clock, and it's looking like it's going to be about 1:15 now. So just wanted to let everyone out there know that we are in a short delay. Tip-off was originally scheduled for 1, but it's looking like it's going to be about 1:15. The Cecil College team had some transportation issues, and they just arrived to the building about maybe 5 or 7 minutes ago, and they're out on the court right now getting warmed up. Dundalk's been here warming up for since I got here about 35 minutes ago or so, and here comes Deacon Storm right now. But needless to say, maybe the extra practice time prior to the game will help out Dundalk today, because they have a monster of a task ahead of them with Cecil coming in first place in the conference. They've secured the number 1 spot in the tournament coming up, and they are 12-0 in the conference. They are 12-0 in the conference. I just wanted to point out that their only recent loss came to Harcum, the powerhouse Harcum College, who had recently come here to Dundalk and just put on a clinic. They lost that game 90-88 back on February the 16th. Other than that, they've been on fire all season long. They're 14-1 at home, 7-1 away. Current 2-game losing streak, and again, they're 12-0 in the conference. Dundalk, on the other hand, they're 11-15, and today perhaps they have a little bit more to play for, because their tournament seeding will be determined by the outcome of today's game. A win puts them in the number 7 seed, and a loss they secure the 8 seed. But nevertheless, Dundalk is in the tournament that will be starting shortly, and this is the final game of the season. But again, I wanted to just come in here and let everybody know that we are in a short delay. It's looking about 1:15 tip-off. Be sure to tune in, because we have some pregame festivities coming up shortly, and you don't want to miss out on that. And I will be back in about 10 minutes or so. So hang tight, get in the comments. The comments are already open. You got any shout-outs, go ahead and get them in early if you like. If you want to talk about the season or anything like that, just remember this is the final game of the season before the tournament. And again, Dundalk has a lot to play for today. If they can somehow figure out a way, if they can reach deep down inside and defeat Cecil College, they will secure the number 7 seed. Other than that, they're in at the 8th seed, and that's coming up at about 1:15. I'll be back in about 10 minutes with Deacon Storm, and it's been a great season, and we'll be talking about that throughout today's game. So hang tight, get in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because it's the same feed where we will be broadcasting baseball from. Gosh, now I'm starting to stutter already. Get him out of the way now in the pregame, right? Tomorrow, baseball at noon. First pitch is at noon on this same YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button. That way you can become aware when we go on the air for tomorrow's game. See you in about 10 minutes.
But I just wanted to shake y'all hands to put a face to a name. But I hear y'all all the time. I hear y'all all the time.
I'm loving the hat, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, of course, man.
I know our faces are more, but I didn't think it's slow.
I got y'all.
Just wanted to make sure. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it.
If such a situation should occur, please remain calm and follow the directions announced by CCBC Dundalk staff and or law enforcement. In the interest of safety for the student athletes, officials, coaches, and you, the fans, we ask that you please remain off the court at all times. If you are meeting your teams after the game, we ask that you please leave your party in the lobby or parking area. Staff at CCBC Dundalk is here to assist you with any concerns. If there is an urgent matter, please seek the assistance of a member of the CCBC Dundalk staff. Ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Dundalk, we embody the spirit of sportsmanship as it is an important component of being a student athlete. We ask that you please refrain from the use of profanity and that all spectators remain positive in cheering for their favorite teams. And as always, CCBC Dundalk would like to thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Yeah, that's what Jason is. This is a freshman. Oh, you mean Max? Yeah. So, did you guys get starters?
No, we're not this way.
I don't think I'm on this. He's still standing up on this.
Yes, sir.
We are having a secret conversation.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Before we start our pre-game festivities, we'll ask that you join us in a moment of silence. CCBC was saddened by the recent back-to-back passings of Joe Sperato and Tanya Jones. Joe Sperato was a highly valued member of the CCBC Essex athletic staff for over 32 years. At the time of his death, Joe was the longest current tenured full-time employee. Known for always working with a smile on his face, he truly enjoyed being a part of the CCBC Essex Athletic Department and its community. Joe took great pride in being a part of the Knights family, and it showed the way he served our faculty, coaches, student athletes, and his co-workers. While Tanya Jones was a CCBC employee for only 18 years, her impact on the college community was twice her tenure. For 8 years, she worked in criminal justice continuing education before becoming the campus director of CCBC Dundalk 10 years ago. A vivacious spirit, Tanya's enthusiasm and optimism infused the campus. Both were strong supporters of CCBC athletics and vocal cheerleaders for our teams. Please join us as we observe a moment of silence for Joe Sperato and Tanya Jones. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for National Athletic Training Month, we asked our CCBC Dundalk athletic trainer from NovaCare, Taylor B, to come out to 7th area to be recognized. The athletic training room at CCBC is staffed by certified and licensed athletic trainer Taylor B, MS, LAT, ATC of NovaCare Sports Medicine. Taylor earned a bachelor's degree in exercise science from McDaniel College and a master's degree in athletic training from Seton Hall University. In addition to his education, Taylor has received additional training in emergency management, rehabilitative and manual therapy, and strength and conditioning. CCBC's partnership with NovaCare, the area's premier provider of sports health care, allows CCBC student athletes direct access to the entire comprehensive health network that is nationally recognized for excellence in sports medicine. Thank you, Taylor, for all the time, skill, dedication you invest in our student athletes. Please join me in a round of applause for Taylor B. Oh, and by the way, it's Taylor's birthday. Happy birthday, Taylor B. Ladies and gentlemen, today we would like to announce our Betsy Gooden Memorial Scholarship Award recipient. Mrs. Betsy was an integral part of our CCBC Dundalk men's basketball family, a coordinator and associate professor of reading. Mrs. Betsy was well liked by our students for her knowledge, fairness, sense of humor, and sarcasm. Mrs. Betsy proctored our basketball team's study hall for a number of years. She not only instructed and guided the team, but she cared for them and mentored them and would always show her support at games. The recipient of this award earned the highest GPA from the fall 2021 fall semester. Congratulations to Jordan Foster with a GPA of 2.88 and 16 credit hours. To tell us more about Miss Betsy and to share more about the scholarship honor, we invite to the microphone the CCBC Lions men's basketball coach, Jerron Taylor.
Myself and the staff got here in 2013-14 season.
first persons to greet us, offering all services on the academic side. At that time, she was still a professor here at CCBC Dundalk, and she was just willing to do anything and everything to help the guys out. We had a couple guys, Jason got to know her pretty well. Mother figure, grandmother figure. She was the one where they would always want to try to soften me up when things weren't going good. Unfortunately, this past year or so, with herself and her husband passing, it's just been tough for us. Obviously, just in general, and then on the academic side, but continuing to help these guys grow. So with the scholarship award, we just want to keep our memory alive and what we're doing at hand. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now to meet the starters for today's contest. We begin with our visitors, the Seahawks of Cecil College. At guard, the 5'8" freshman from Baltimore, number 3, Dominique Harrington. At guard, he's a 6'5" sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey, number 4, Nasir Johnson. At forward, the 6'5" sophomore from Washington, D.C., number 10, Khalid Gates. At guard, the 6'3" sophomore from Newark, Delaware, number 15, Aaron John. And rounding out the starting five for the Seahawks, at guard, the 6'1" sophomore from Seaford, Delaware, number 21, Hassan Corbin. The Seahawks are coached by Ed Dorn. And now, let's meet the starting five for your CCBC Dundalk Lions. We begin at guard, the 6'2" freshman from Houston, Texas, number 3, At guard, he's a 6'1" freshman from Gilman, number 11, Jordan Foster. At guard, the 6' freshman from Radcliffe, Kentucky, number 12, Nasir Johnson. At guard, the 6'1" freshman from Coppin Academy, number 30, Antonio Jenkins. Rounding out the starting five, at guard, the 6'3" sophomore from Philly, number 33, Amir Johnson. Your CCBC Dundalk Lions are coached by Jerron Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we pause before opening tip to honor America and the men and women of the armed forces with the playing of our national anthem.
And with that being said, thank you, Lamont.
Let's play basketball,
Let's
just
play
like what the man said. Yep.
That's right. Deacon Storm here alongside Jimmy Flame. And we are going to get started here with some NJC AA basketball action. As for the last time this season, your CCBC Dundalk Lions are going to hit this court and take on the Cecil College Seahawks. Some men's basketball, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. Well, for one, I didn't think I'd be back here for this game because I was supposed to call baseball today, but that got moved to Delaware. So now we get to call the final game together, and I'm really excited about that.
We do. I'm very excited about that. We got Cecil College. They're coming in with an overall record of 22-2.
Well, they're 12-0 in the conference.
Yes.
They've secured the number one spot in the tournament coming up. Dundalk, on the other hand, has probably a little bit more to play for today, being the final game of the season. If they win, they secure the 7 seed. If they lose, they're still in the playoffs, but then they'll be the 8th seed.
The 8th seed, which means if that is the case, 8th seed, they're going to see this team one more time again, right? Probably more than likely the first half.
Exactly.
Or the first round. So, we got a little bit early of a jump, and we're going to redo that one again.
Somebody jumped too soon.
It was Jordan Foster.
Well, against a powerhouse like Cecil, you gotta try to get the edge somewhere, and they win the tip off right away. So good start for the Lions.
All right, Jordan Foster wins that tip ball, puts it in the hands of Nasir Johnson. He passes it back to Jordan. Jordan on the end up at the top with the Lions in the white with the red trim against the Cecil College Seahawks in the black and the green trim. Nasir Johnson got the ball back, passes it back to Amir Johnson for 3, hits the front of the rim, but Nasir's able to grab that rebound, backs up again. Pass it, shoots it over to Antonio Jenkins. He puts it up for 3. That's going to be no good. Cecil College got their hands on it right now.
A couple of wide open shots there. Couldn't sink it from deep, but hey, it's early. Nothing.
But already a shot up, and that was number 4. That was Daryl Johnson on the miss. He's one of the starters. And back down the other end, the 3-point shot is up, and that's going to hit the backboard or the top of the backboard, and that is going to be rendered out of bounds. So Cecil's going to get back the possession, and from the inbound pass is going to be It's going to be Khalid Gates of Cecil College.
Yeah, Cecil's coming into this game off of a big blowout win over at the Frederick Cougars, where they won 103-69, and again, they don't have a whole lot to play for today in terms of the playoff. And Dundalk has everything to win, everything to lose, so to speak.
Yep, but right up under the rim, basically 4 Lions were under there as they were able to strip the ball. Nice underneath pass, but Murray Grant is unable to hold on to it. It passes it back. Amir Johnson, over. Be able to step it back over the third. They're going to slow it down a little bit. They're going to slow it down. They're going to stand between the circles. Nasir Johnson had it. He's going to pass it back over to Jordan Foster.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Murray Grant up for the shot and bangs it in for 2. And that's going to be the first 2 points of the day so far. Lions are in the lead 2-0.
And that's just Murray Grant being Murray Grant right there with that jumper.
Pulling out. Speaking of jumper, 3-point shot is going to hit the corner of the rim, but back into the hands of the Seahawks, and they have their hands on it. That is going to be Perrin Jean. He passed it off, and now back on the other end. Khalid Gates has it, passes it off. Seahawks driving up to the rim, puts it in, and that's going to be a foul.
And one.
Call for that.
Yep, and one.
That is going to be Perrin Jean. He's going to be going to the line for the first time today after scoring 2 points to tie it up, and let's see if he's going to be able to take that lead.
The Cecil Seahawks come into this game. On the season, they're shooting almost 70% from the free throw line.
Well, let's see if he is able to improve on that stat here today. Ball is up, and that one goes right in. And now the Seahawks officially have the lead. Coming down the other end, you got Jordan Foster. He's got his hands on it. He drives all the way coast to coast, puts it in for 2, and they retake that lead.
He just kept that all the way. What do you think? I mean, was he thinking he was going to go all the way with that? I don't know.
Probably not, but he saw that opening and he went for it.
That lane popped open, and he just drove it in. There's a shot.
Yep. There was Dominic Carrington on the miss. And now the rebound grabbed by Murray Grant. He's going to take it down the other way. He's got Amir Johnson to his right. Murray Grant steps up to the 3-point line. Bounce pass on the inside to Antonio Jenkins, who then goes for the shot, air ball, into the hands of the Cecil County Seahawks. And now driving down, that is going to be Perrin Jean, goes for it, and after he passed it off, that's not going to go in, but foul called.
Yeah, that was an in and out, but back to that shot. There was just a little bit too much gas on that shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Put a little bit too much strength in it. But Daryl Johnson, he's going to be going for his first shots at the free throw line, and that is going to be a miss.
Too much gas on that one, too.
Yeah, that one bounced back almost in his hands, but the ref was able to catch it. So currently, Daryl Johnson, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Score still 4-3 with 17:15 left here in the first half.
And Jason Mouzon steps in.
And that one's up and in. So Daryl Johnson, 1 point so far on the day, score 4-4, all knotted up. Down the other end, Jordan Foster down there with Amir Johnson. Jordan Foster's going to keep his hands on it. Let's see if he's going to try to repeat that. But Jason Mouzon, air ball. It got tipped on the way down. It was just a little short because it got tipped. Stolen and rebounded by Cecil County. Driving up to the rim, and that is good. That is going to be 2 points from Daryl Johnson.
Man, if you're having a little trouble getting to the rim, just put a little shoulder into it, just like he did there.
Hey, sometimes you got to have a little power. Now on the other end, Murray Grant, he's got his hands on it. Passes it off to Jordan Foster. Foster up near the half-court line in between the circles, but a little bit to the right of the top of the key. Passes it over, or it looked like he was about to fake it to Murray Grant, but he decides to cross over and drive in. But steps back for the three-pointer and bounces off the front of the rim. Almost went in, but no good.
It was a beautiful pick set up there.
It was. Seahawks go for 3. That one almost has the same fate. Does not go in, rolls out.
Oh, no foul, no foul.
I'm sorry. That's right. Antonio Jenkins was able to save that from rolling out, passed it off to Murray Grant. Murray Grant driving down. Goes up, over, and the ball pokes out back into the hands of the Seahawks. Seahawks still in the lead, 6-4, with 16 minutes left here in the first half. Pass it over in the corner, drives in, and grabbed by Jason Mouzon. The miss was by Dominic Carrington. Now Murray Grant has it, pops up for the three-pointer. Bounces off the back of the rim, right into the hands of the Seahawks. Now back on the other end. Rebound was grabbed by Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson passes it off. Faked the three-point. Got the open shot about 20 feet. Does not go in. Rebounded by Cecil and put back in for 2. Score was by Khalid Gates.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say
he gets on the points. Yeah, I know. I was trying to get his jersey number.
Me too. I'm looking down.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen this team yet. But nevertheless, Khalid Gates was just power, all power, just underneath there with the
Jordan
easy
Foster
lay-in.
ran into a little bit of trouble. Moves on to all the way to Murray Grant, but it got blocked. Murray Grant was able to catch it up underneath Antonio Jenkins. His shot blocked into the wall. So that's going to go and remain down here on this end with the Lions. And we got a little bit of a stoppage just because of that.
Antonio Jenkins was left with like no alternative right there. It was almost like he had to just drive to the rim, maybe hope for a foul. Got the second best thing. So Dundalk will keep the ball here.
All right, getting ready for that inbound pass from Jordan Foster. Gives it to Antonio Jenkins, back to Foster. He tries in, but back to Mouzon for 3. Hits the back of the rim, pops up, and rebounded by Daryl Johnson.
Dundalk's really struggling with the jumpers here early on.
They're trying to get a little bit of space here for it. And they're getting the space, but they're just not getting the shots off.
Exactly.
Daryl Johnson up underneath, though. He's able to corral that one in for 2 after he fumbled it a little bit because it was poked out by Jason Mouzon. Now back on the other end.
Yeah, Cecil's giving him the outside perimeter to shoot from. It's just Dundalk can't make anything right now.
All right, Jordan Foster, he's stepping up to the plate. He decides to drive in, but passes it back to Mouzon. Was a little bit errant, so Mouzon couldn't get it where he wanted it, but he hands it off to Kabasu. Kabasu loses control on the way up, and that's in the hands of the Seahawks. Seahawks are driving down now. A little bit of a cross-up. Going completely up in one-handed and over. That is Khalid Gates once again with the power, but he had a little bit of finesse on that one.
I was going to say
he scored his 2 points.
Yeah, I was going to say Gates looked more like a glider there. Wow,
Just completely unstoppable.
Just unstoppable. Exactly. There's some catch like Murray Grant kind of reminds me of that. Like when he gets that glide going, it's like you're not going to get in between him and the rim, and that's pretty much what Khalid Gates just did right there.
Right, and now we have a score as a short timeout, so we have a score 12-4. 12-4 with the Seahawks in the lead already very early. Once again, we're talking about a team that came in
12-0 in the conference,
22-2 overall. Yeah. They are strangers to losing for the most part. They met them. They met the stranger called "We're Gonna Lose." They met him a couple times. Didn't really like him.
Right. But they were close games too. Against powerhouse too, like Harcum.
Yeah,
remember when they came in here? They just put on a clinic.
Yeah,
it was. I'll just say it was a treat to watch them play.
It was,
in person, just because they were such a big, such a smooth team.
And Cecil County, from looking at the score, they had only just barely beaten Harcum. So, this team is on a roll. But anyway, inbound pass. Antonio Jenkins trying to find somewhere to go with it. Pass it off, but it is stolen. Too many bodies there, and that one goes in. That, I believe, is going to count for Daryl Johnson for 2. I'll know the official word a little bit later.
We got stoppage here.
That is going to be a foul, and that's going to stay down here with Cecil College, and they're going to go to the line. Or not, actually, I'm sorry. It's going to stay down here with the Lions as they go for the inbound pass. Inbound pass to Jason Mouzon.
Cecil's applying the pressure here early.
And they are actually doing a good job with the 14-4 your score with 13:57 left. Down here on the other end, Kabasu, he's got a little bit of a crossover up at the three-point line. Passes off Jason Mouzon. Mouzon gives it to Foster. Foster gives it back to Kabasu. Kabasu for the pop-up jumper for 2, and that one goes right in. Increasing the score, 14-6, 13:40 left. Inside pass on the other end, though, quickly. This time, Antonio Jenkins catches the missed shot. Kabasu driving all the way in, goes all the way in, but a little bit too much power. Antonio Jenkins, got the rebound, but lost it on the way back up. So Cecil has it on the other end, passing it over to Carrington. Carrington up for 3. Misses it. It rolls off the other end of the rim, and that's just going to go out of bounds to the line.
Mouzon wisely lets that one go out, slow this game down just a little bit.
Yeah, just need to get a little bit more space, a little bit more patience. Still got a lot of time left. Score's a little crazy right now, but we've seen the score.
We've seen it crazier.
Yeah.
we've definitely seen it crazier. Maybe not necessarily against a team of this caliber, but we've seen crazier scores. That's for sure.
Right. So substitution made. Jason Mouzon out, and Nasir Johnson is back in. Quick substitution made. Antonio Jenkins on the inbound. That's Nasir Johnson. He has to watch out for his back because he's getting double-teamed over there. Foster. He's going to try to bring it across the half-court line before it runs out of time, and he does. Sends it back over to Nasir Johnson. Nasir back. Wait, shot is up, and that one is in and good. Jalen Amoruso. He passed the ball to Amoruso. Amoruso just with a pop-up jumper about 18 feet away from the rim, puts that one in for 2. 8-14 is your score. Now on the other end, Carrington. He has it. He passes it off. Back over. Pass in the middle. Stepped up. Foster with the rebound, trying to hold on to it. There's going to be a stoppage in play.
It's going to stay down there, it looks like. Actually, no. I misread that one.
Yep.
Dundalk ball.
As
Antonio Jenkins heads out of bounds to throw it in, and Cecil Seahawks are sending their players down to guard him tight.
Which they've been doing. Cecil has 3 players down there, actually 4 now across the half-court line, really trying to bring the pressure and create traps for the Lions on the other end.
Right.
Foster fumbling a little bit, able to get it. He loses control, and the ball up. Carrington tries to get it, but it's grabbed by Gates and back in. I'm sorry, not Gates, Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson gets it.
Well, between Johnson and Gates, those are 2 big men down there. If they get anywhere close to the rim with the ball, then you can almost call it money.
Yep, Foster, he tried to run through everybody, lost control, but up on the other end, the one-handed alley-oop. Good God almighty, Khalid Gates smashing it in. Kabasu on the other end tries to put it up, and he does.
Are we watching an NBA game? Wow.
I don't know, but
insanity.
10-18 is the score. Back on the other end before I can even catch my breath. Khalid Gates once again with a lay-in for 2 points, and Coach Taylor's slowing this down and letting Foster know that he needs to just calm it a little bit. He had an opportunity to pass the ball in, but instead he wanted to try to weave in between 4 defenders and get to the hole, and instead he lost the ball.
Wow. I'm still thinking about that dunk. Sorry. That was just pure insanity right there. 20-10. It's a 10-point game. An exchange like that could very much go out of hand just real quick, and that's why Taylor made the call there to just hold on, stop. We got to chill out. Let's revisit our game plan, and let's come back out fresh.
Yep, this is a full time out here. Score 10-20. 20 owned by Cecil College. the Seahawks.
Yeah. I got to do real quick. You know how we do shout-outs, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to give you a shout-out right now for being the man over at the CIAA tournament and calling a game from the old Baltimore arena. We were just talking about this earlier. I just want to give you a shout-out on the air because I know how much that meant to you. And, like, I'm just, that is just phenomenal and awesome. And any other adjective I suppose you can come up with, that's just freaking great.
I appreciate that. I will say, as a child, I grew up in that arena, the Baltimore arena, now the Royal Farms arena. I grew up there, and it was quite the thrill to be able to call play-by-play for not one, not two, but 3 games consecutively.
I was just going to ask, how many games did you end up doing?
It was 3.
Okay.
It was 3 games consecutively, and boy, is my voice tired.
Right. Well, I got your back today, so
I appreciate it.
We all good there.
All right.
But congratulations once again.
Thank you again, Jimmy. I appreciate that. All right, so Amir Johnson, he's got that inbound pass. He passes it over. Nasir Johnson's got his hands on it. Down there with Murray Grant and, of course, Amir Johnson. On the other end, Kabasu down there waiting along with Amoruso. All right, Nasir Johnson passes it to Amoruso. Amoruso, once again, pop-up jumper. It does not go in. Got close. Bounced off in and out. Cecil College, they have that rebound. Kawan Frazier, he is passing that one off to Daryl Johnson. Johnson over to Carrington. Pass that off. Wait, pop-up 3. That bounces, hits the top of the backboard.
Yep, hit that wire up there.
That was Kawan Frazier on the 3-point attempt. He made it all the way on the other end of the court to get that pass, but Amoruso on the inbound pass.
Looks like the Seahawks are staying with that pressure, that defensive pressure down. Oh, they're going to let him.
It seems to be working, but, yeah, they're going into a 2-3 zone here. Nasir Johnson, he's going to be making his way up. Across the half-court line, passes it back over to Kabasu. Kabasu starts to drive in, pop-up jumper for 2. That one does not go in, but try to tip it in, but Cecil College got their hands on it. Now the fast break, they're driving down. On the inside pass, once again, that is going to be Daryl Johnson. I have a feeling we're going to be calling his name. He's got 11 points so far on the day. Kabasu on the other end. He's driving up to the rim, gets hacked completely. Just a mess of bodies right up under the rim. Kabasu hits the floor, and I believe that's going to be called a shooting foul. Yes, it does. He's going to get 2 shots at the line.
All right, he's getting up. He's popping up. That's always a good sign.
Yeah,
a player hits the ground like that.
When I saw the way he hit the ground, I knew it wasn't comfortable. I had the good feeling that Kabasu was going to get back up on his feet, and he does as he prepares to try to increase this lead from a 12-point lead to a 10-point lead for Cecil County's Seahawks.
Yeah, Dundalk won the season from the free throw line, 61.4, and Kabasu just improved that stat right there.
Yep. Now, Cecil College, they're making a couple of substitutions. They bring in Jacob Villegas. He's coming in. He's a forward, 6'5" from Pleasantville, New Jersey. And Kabasu's going to shoot his second shot. Up and in.
Nice.
Like butter. Belinga Kabasu, 2 for 2 so far today from the line, 6 points on the day. Now on the other end, making their way down. Quick passes, quick long passes as Frazier tries to cross up a little bit, passes it over to Villegas, who passes on the inside. Tried to get the assist, but no good. Murray Grant.
Fast break.
Passing it over. Fast break by Kabasu. Tried to get it, and he does not. Just a little bit off the glass, too hard. As Cecil College tried to block it, but now they're on the other end trying to drive in. Oh, inside pass did not work out. It was intended. It was intended for Marlon Lewis, and he just did not get his hands on it. So that's going to be Lions ball. Amoruso on the inbound to Nasir Johnson. Now Nasir Johnson's making his way across half court. Very relaxed pressure this time on the defense. Nasir passes it off to Murray Grant. Murray Grant back to Amoruso. Pop-up jumper. Amoruso, that one bounces on the back of the rim a little bit, but does not go out, or so does not go in. Now on the other end, Cecil College try to do a little bit of a fake on the 3. They came into the hole, but dropped it. Bad pass. Murray Grant able to steal. Amoruso now on the other end. Back to Murray Grant. Murray Grant, a little bit of a cross-up, step back. Amoruso passes it over. Kabasu, he has it. He's going to try to drive in, but was blocked. Amir Johnson now, 14 on the shot clock. He tries to drive in. Does, but doesn't get anywhere. Ball is going to the way of Cecil College as it bounces out of bounds.
Wow. So the storyline so far for the Dundalk Lions is a lot of almosts. So they've been getting the looks, they've been getting the shots up, but they just can't seem to drain when they need to. And on the other hand, it's been about aggression and power and even finesse for the Cecil Seahawks.
Well, Cecil Seahawks, they definitely have a size advantage, especially out on the court right now. They pass the ball back and forth. Jordan Jones had a hand on it just a second ago, but he passed it back off to Frazier. Frazier passes that one off to Velez. He passes on the inside. Yeah, another inside back pass, and that one rolls in and out, and foul is going to be called. Referee's going to make the call here. Yep, and they're going to go to the line for 2.
That's one of those plays. You're close enough, just jump up, go for it, and maybe you'll get it over the back like that, right?
Well, I mean, he was pretty much completely in the air.
Yeah.
Almost like flying like he was on his stomach. This Perrin, the sophomore from Newark, Delaware, by way of Newark Charter Intermediate School. He's going to be shooting from the foul line for the first time, and that one's going to go in, and it's going to be good. This is actually his second time up here today, and he is 2 for 2 so far.
Back on the floor for number 11,
And Perrin-Jean's going to go for it once again for his second shot.
Yeah, he's almost an 80% free throw shooter on the season.
So we're not seeing anything new.
We're not seeing anything new here, no.
And but that one about there it is.
I'm going to call it every time.
There it is. There it is, but the ball went out of bounds. Unfortunately, staying down here with Cecil College as a score. 23-12, Cecil in the lead with 9:02 left. And now the inbound pass from Cecil's going to be performed by Perrin-Jean. And out there on the court with them, Jacob Velez, Kawan Frazier. Jordan Jones trying to get open a little bit. Got a man out there at three-point land. Tried to did the lob pass, and he did. He got him close enough and is good. That was Marlon Lewis for his first 2 points for the day. Nice pass over. That was where the height comes in. You get that ball high enough, they can get their hands on it. They can do something. Amoruso driving to the rim.
Nice pass.
Gets it. Bangs it in.
Passed it around the horn. Shot it out from the 3, but instead he drove in for the easy lay-in.
Good to see Amoruso getting, wait a second, 3-point up, bounce off the back of the rim, rebound grabbed by Amoruso. Good to see he's getting some playing time and getting some ball touches here. Very important. Jordan Foster is going to cross up, try to drive back. Amoruso, pop-up jumper from the side. Bounces out, but into the hands of Kabasu. He holds on to it, decides not to put it back up immediately, but he does that time and is fouled hard on the way up. He hits the ground, and he's more than likely going to the line for 2. Let's see what the call is. That calls on number 25, and he's going to the shot. He's going to get 2 shots. I mean, my bad, 24.
Right.
I saw it was a weird angle.
Right. Well, nice effort there. He switched hands in the air to get the ball from his left hand to his right hand and tried to do one of those little finger rolls to get it in, but nevertheless, he's at the line.
Up and in. It's good.
Adding some points.
And points that at this point are going to be well needed. He's 3 for 3 right now from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's
Ball's
shooting
up again.
Oh, I was going to say.
And out.
He's under a 50% shooter total in the season, but.
Well, right now he's shooting 75% on the day, 3 for 4.
Well, he tends to be a little streaky, so that's where that number comes from. It's not like he's a 1 for 2 kind of guy. I mean.
All right, Perrin-Jean passes it back over. It's Jordan Jones who then gives it to Frazier. Frazier trying a little cross up. He's got double team, but man's open. At least he thought he was open. He was double team. Tried to pass underneath, but that ball's going up on the other end.
Lions ball.
Lions ball.
Yeah, it's just a case of somebody getting a little too much butter on their fingers there.
Yeah. That was a quick pass. He just kind of lost control of it. Jason was on now carrying it across after getting the inbound pass from Amoruso. Trying to direct some traffic. Coach trying to direct some traffic. We got a lot of traffic directors out here trying to figure out what's going on. Jason Mouzon's got the hands on the ball, though. He's trying to do a little bit of a fake. Pick set up. No dice. Kabasu. He tries to drive in, passes it back to Mouzon. 7 on the shot clock. He loses control. Amoruso's got it. He's trying to get some hand of control. Loses it completely. Stolen by Frazier. Frazier, he's driving up. Pop up.
No.
Tried to get the pop-up alley-oop slam, but instead it's going to be a layup. And that is going to be... That's going to be Lewis again, as he doesn't get to slam it the way he probably wanted to, but it's still going to count for 2 off the alley-oop. So 27-15 your score here with 7:07 left in the first half.
And Kabasu steps out for the throw-in. Number 2.
Passes over to Jordan Foster. He's got an open lane, but he passes it back to Antonio Jenkins, who gets it to moves on for three and is
there we go. There we go.
Quite the dramatic three, but he finally was able to land one. And already on the other end, Cecil College has got it.
Just like that, it's a 9-point game. Dundalk's creeping back into this one.
But 3-point up and good bottom of the net. That is an answer to that question. Frazier points on the board for the first time. He gets a 3.
Wow. I'm sure we'll be answering a lot of questions today.
Yep, now on the other end, Foster try to bounce it up, moves on. He's going to drive in. He's going to go for it. He's going to hit, and that's going to go on the other end to Cecil as that's called a charge.
Yeah, wow. I mean, Antonio Jenkins down there, filing a little bit of a protest, but, empty ears. I mean, the referees are, they're going to call it how they see it.
Yeah, once it's called, that's it.
Yep.
Unless they want to review it. 18-30 your score. Both teams with 4 fouls. So not that many fouls on the game so far. No one's in the bonus, so no one's really going to the line for no reason, no good reason. That's, I guess, good for the Lions. But on the other end, Cecil College got their hands on it, passed it over to Carrington. Carrington back to Frazier. Pop-up 3.
Bam.
Just like nothing.
Wow.
That was Jacob Villegas for 3. The forward freshman, 6'5", from Pleasantville, New Jersey.
He was taking that three-pointer all the way.
And he did. That hit nothing but the bottom of the net. Jordan Foster between the circles trying to do a little cross-up. Pick tried to be set by Nasir Johnson, and that's going to stay down here. It looks like Jordan Foster was trying to lay it in, but he was hacked on the way up.
Yeah, Foster was trying to force the issue there, trying to split the defenders, and he did for the most part, but someone got their hand on the ball, and
that someone was Marlon
on the
Lewis.
wrist, rather.
That someone was Marlon Lewis. He was the one that was called for the foul. And now Jordan Foster going to go to the line. And he's doing it. He's got his first free throw shot of the day so far. He's waiting his time. The other 4 members of the Lions hold back. And missed the second one. Down the other end, Cecil already inside pass. And it was like it was nothing.
Exactly.
Once again, like pretty much almost no effort. Jordan Jones for 2. And the Lions lose control of the inbound pass. Nasir Johnson tried to give it to Jordan Foster, and all he received were fingertips on that ball as it bounced back out of bounds.
A lot of players coming and going right now, but yeah, Jordan Jones under the net. I mean, he just put a hip into it, he put a shoulder into it, turned around, flipped it up, and made it look way too easy.
Yep, so that's Frazier and John, going off to the bench. Fadeaway shot by Khalid Gates for 2.
We're seeing a little bit of everything from these Cecil Seahawks today.
Yep, 1937 is the score with 5:30 left. Jordan Foster trying to get up there. Pick set by Antonio Jenkins. Couldn't get the pick and roll, though. Foster jumps up anyway for the shot. Air ball into the hands of Amoruso. 12 on the shot clock. He goes up for it again, and that just hits the rim, the bottom of it underneath. Carrington driving up, had 3 in his face. Oh,
nice
tried to get the but he gets his hands back on it. Jumper from the foul line, misses. Amoruso with the rebound. That miss was by Darrell Johnson, but already stolen. Back in the hands of Cecil County. Lay in.
Wow.
That's good. Khalid Gates once again for 2.
Finger roll right there.
Down the other end, Murray Grant, he goes up for his own, but a little bit too much juice and sauce on that shot, and it is not going to make it. Murray Grant's back up there, already trying to run back as Cecil makes their way down for the pop-up 3. Bounces out. Murray Grant quick enough to get that rebound. He's going to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, let's see what Grant does. He unloads it. He's going to go set up somewhere.
Yep, Jordan Foster has it now. 20 points, separates the teams, 39-19 here on sophomore day for the Lions. Jason Muzan. He thought Murray Grant was going to cut in, but Murray Grant got blocked.
It looked like he was going to take that lane there for a second. So.
Yep, so that ends up being a throwaway turnover. Carrington's got his hands on it. He passes it over to Villegas and back to Carrington. Pick set up by Jordan Jones. Goes past. Jordan Jones on the inside. Gets his strip, but he goes back up. Fouled, and that's going to be good as Jordan Jones is going to the line to try to complete that and one play.
Does anyone have an answer for Jordan Jones? Wow, I mean, at first, we were talking Khalid Gates and Darrell Johnson. Now Jordan Jones is out there pretty much picking up where they left off.
Jordan Jones, 6'5" from Havre de Grace, Maryland, by way of Our Lady of Mount Carmel School. 6'5", he's got a lot of body, and he's I don't have the exact weight, but I can tell you something. He's like a brick wall down there under the rim in the paint. He is causing some problems. Yeah, he does complete that play.
You are not lying. Real quick, if you're listening and tuned in right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification button. We got baseball tomorrow, noon, first pitch, live from Dundalk.
Amir Johnson, bounce pass over to Mary Grant, back to Amir Johnson. He fakes to go for three, but he drives in instead. The teardrop, but Mary Grant in the right place at the right time to get the rebound, gets it back again. Shot clock is reset now at 15. And he stepped out. He looks like he stepped out, and that's going to go back to, where's that going? That's going back in his hands.
Despite being down by 23 points, Dundalk's still playing really aggressively. I mean, you don't see like sadness, the look of sadness on any of these players. They don't look dejected at all. They're still out there, playing their hardest.
Trying to do their best now, Mary Grant. So that wasn't a step out. He actually was fouled. So now Mary Grant, long pass back out to Jason Muzan. Back to Mary Grant. Pop-up three. Completely misses the rim. But saved it, and it goes right in the hands of Cecil, and there's going to be a foul on trying to get the ball out of Cecil's hands. Looks like that foul's probably going to be called on Kabasu. And that's going to go down to the other end for Cecil. 42-19 is your score with 3:25 left in this first half. And I'll tell you what, Jimmy, feels like it's going really fast, doesn't it?
It does feel like it's going really fast. Part of it is the entertainment factor. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, this Cecil Seahawks, they're a really entertaining team to watch. And
they are.
Wow, it's just too bad they're here doing what they're doing on the court to this team on this day,
Very true. Carrington, he's got the ball, 18 on the shot clock, passes it all the way over to Villegas. Villegas puts it up, miss. And it was saved. Mary Grant didn't go after it, thought it would go out of bounds, but a member of the Seahawks was able to grab it back to Villegas. Villegas passes it over to Carrington. Carrington, pop-up three, hits the front of the rim. Amir Johnson deflects the rebound, but guess what? Back into the hands of Cecil College. Cecil, Carrington has it now after Villegas was able to wrangle it in.
Yeah, Villegas is playing that little back end there.
Up on the inside. That's going to be Lewis. Turnaround jumper goes in. It is good. Marlon Lewis for two. Marlon Lewis, the 6'5" freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, showing out here. Antonio Jenkins on the other end, though, in the paint. Goes up. He gets it.
Nice.
And he gets the foul.
It ain't over yet. 44-21 with 2:26 to go. Both teams with 6 fouls. Actually make that 7 for Cecil.
As far as the Lions are concerned, this ain't over until that final buzzer in the second half. 21-44 is your score. 23 points separates the two teams. 2:26 left here in the first half. And Antonio Jenkins is going to shoot his first foul shot. And that goes right in. He's got 3 points so far in the day. His first trip is good.
Make sure y'all get your shout-outs in the comments. The comments are open. Get your shout-outs in. I'm going to start it early right now with a shout-out to Andy B., who's here working the camera today. Andy B. played baseball at Montgomery College. So what's up, Andy B., on the camera? Thank you for holding it down.
And three-pointer from that. Jacob Villegas, another three. Now on the other end, Murray Grant. He starts to drive in. Goes all the way to the rim himself. Ball goes all the way up in the air. And that, I believe, is going to be called a blocking foul. If so, if that's the case, that means Murray Grant's going to the line. I believe that's what it is. It looks like a blocking foul.
I was going to say, let's see what Lamont Germany has to say. Yeah. I rely on him a lot, by the way. I'm usually listening for him like, what was that? Okay, cool. Here we go.
Believe it or not, I rely on him a lot too.
Right. So. Well, the referees, they turn their, I want to remind the viewers that we are on the far side of the court. We're not at the scorer's table, so we can't see the signals and all that stuff a lot of time. Referees have their backs to us most of the time, so we do have to rely on Lamont Germany.
And with that being said, Murray Grant did land the first foul shot that he put up.
And a shout-out to Lamont Germany.
Of course.
For the entire season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Love it when he's here.
Boom. It's in and good. Scores 24-47. 23 points still separating the two teams. 1:55 left here in the first half. Coming down the other end, that is Hassan Corbin. He's going to be running point, trying to get some plays set up. Passes over to Carrington. Carrington for three. Hits the back of the rim. And Dundalk has it. Driving. Murray Grant on the fast break. He gets it. It is good for two on the fast break. 6 points today for Murray Grant. And not going to give up.
There's that glide I was talking about. As soon as he takes off with the ball, I mean, he's made up his mind.
Yep.
Boom.
Inside pass. It was blocked, but it still goes in anyway. That is going to be Joshua Thomas for his first 2 points of the day.
That's just sheer grip power right there. There were hands on that ball, and he
All
still
over.
forced it through for the bucket.
All right, Murray Grant passes it back to Kabasu. Kabasu, jumper. Doesn't make it, but deflected and grabbed by Antonio Jenkins. Great defensive rebound and hustle by Antonio Jenkins. Passes back to Muzan. 1:04 left on the clock, 15 on the shot clock. Underneath to Antonio Jenkins. He's trying to find a lane. He does. He gets it up there for 2.
28-49. 26-49, my bad.
Just had to show his patience waiting for that jumper and that backboard. So, here on the other end, Cecil College. That's Villegas driving in, trying to get a dunk, but that is going to be a foul. It looks like it's going to be called on Amir Johnson.
Yes.
Amir was trying to take the foul, trying to take the charge, but that was going to be no good on his end. And now,
well, if he doesn't foul him there, he's scoring.
oh yeah, absolutely.
You know
like
what I mean?
the way he had that ball curled up, he's probably going to slam it in.
Right.
But yeah,
Don't let them do that in this house.
Yeah.
Come on, limit
or
those
anymore.
limit those opportunities for sure.
Yeah. Ball up and a miss. I heard some fans trying to get a little interference for Villegas, and it looks like it may have worked a little
There you
bit.
go.
May have worked. That's the power of having fans in your building.
Do you think we're going to see the Lion mascot today?
I don't know, man. It'll be nice. Tried to get him to miss it that time. Didn't work. Villegas is able to land that. Villegas has 7 points so far today. Inbound pass of Amir Johnson to Murray Grant. 39 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Murray Grant is making his way down. He decides to go all the way, and it goes in for 2.
Somebody needs to step up, and it's looking like Murray Grant.
Long pass over to Carrington. Carrington's going to have it out. 23 seconds left on the clock. Shot clock is still on. They're swinging it around. Carrington up for 3. Bounces up from the inside of the rim. Now the fast break. Kabasu making his way all the way down. He puts it in for 2. Kabasu scores off the lay-in. 5 seconds left on the clock. 4, 3, 2. Last shot of the half. Hits the front of the rim. It's grabbed. Rebound grabbed by Antonio Jenkins. Your score at the half, 50-32. And I tell you what, even though the Lions are down 18, they made some noise right at the end of the half.
That's exactly what they needed to go into the locker room with a little bit, with a little bit more motivation with that last little run. That might be enough to kick them into the second half, get them coming out strong.
Well, coming out of that, once again, score 50-32. Cecil College got 50. Lions got 40. Got 32. And
Lions, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Khalid Gates, the lead scorer on the Cecil College side, he's got 12 so far. And right behind him, Daryl Johnson with 10. Actually, I'm sorry, he's got 11. On the line. Wait, 1 second.
Number 20,
I wasn't unaware they were doing the sophomore call-out, so we're going to let Lamont do that, and we'll be right back with you.
57 games, starting in 27 of them. This season, Jason, the guard from Columbia, Maryland, shot for double digits in 9 of his 25 games. 711 minutes, Jason has clocked in more game time than any Lion this season. As a Lion, he hit 31% of his three-pointers, shot for 72% from the free throw line. Jason is a business administration major with a GPA of 2.68. Jason.
Little halftime festivities here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to let it play out for you. That was Jason Muzan receiving his plaque. Sophomore day.
Got one more?
Number 33, Amir Johnson. The Lions for one season. Amir Johnson started 22 of his appearances. He is second in total scoring this season at 218 points. Amir hit 24% of his three-pointers, shot for 60% from the free throw line. A guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Number 33 is a general studies major with a 2.08 GPA. Amir Johnson, thank you, Amir and Jason, for your contributions to
And with Amir Johnson comes out the whole team for a quick team photo.
Think we should run down there real quick?
What a cool day. Jump in, go photobomb it.
Yeah.
Like, we the commentators, man. Come on.
We're here too.
So Amir Johnson and Jason Mouzon being celebrated here today. It is sophomore day. It'll be interesting to see. Did we find out if they're playing ball somewhere next year?
We did not. We don't have word on that yet. I'm sure they'll release something personally.
Yeah, something will be released shortly, I'm sure. But it's been wonderful watching these two gentlemen play this season.
Speaking of which, though, getting back to the leading scorers on the Lions side, Belinka Kabasu, he's got 9 points so far. Mary Grant has 8. So those are your leading scorers, and we're actually going to take our break. Once again, at the half, I would tell you, I'm pretty sure I know what the score is, but we told you what it is. They just They just cut the board off on us again.
It's an 18-point deficit.
It is an 18-point deficit.
It's JUCO basketball. We've seen Dundalk come back from some crazier stuff.
We have.
And also don't forget that we got to get our shout-outs in, so get in the comments. The comment section's open. Get your shout-outs in so I can announce them here in about, we're going to come back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Get your shout-outs in. I'm going to do a shout-out right now to my girl, Jennifer Robbins, who's sitting in the stands right behind me right now. What's up? She can't even hear me. It's funny. I'm looking right at her. Yeah. What up, girl? So get your shout-outs in. We're going to do all that. If you got a birthday, let me know. This is your last chance to get your birthday in. We got people down on the court.
No. That's not what we're trying to do.
Oh, my bad.
No, it wasn't you. It was her. That one right there. But anyway, Deacon Storm, Jimmy Flame, we're going to take our break. We'll be right back with everything in about 10 minutes.
All right, welcome back to Lions basketball. I got some numbers for you real quick. Deacon went through them just before the half, but we just got the official numbers in. For Cecil College, the points leader for the Cecil Seahawks is Daryl Johnson with 13 points, followed by Khalid Gates with 10, Parangian with 4, Kawan Frazier with 3, Joshua Thomas with 2, Jacob Valus with 7, Marlon Lewis 6, Jordan Jones with 5 points. And for Dundalk, your points leader is, sorry, I got to turn this volume down real quick. Your points leader is Belinga Kabasu with 9, Murray Grant with 8, Jordan Foster 3, Antonio Jenkins with 5, Jalen Amaruso with 4, and Jason Muzan with 3. Once again, the Betsy Gooden Scholarship Award winner for the player with the highest GPA. The Betsy Gooden Scholarship Award went to Jordan Foster today, and it's also sophomore day. We honored Jason Muzan and Amir Johnson for their accomplishments here at Dundalk these past few years. So Amir Johnson, Jason Muzan, congratulations. Today's your day. Now, real quick, let's get to these shout-outs. We got Crystal Johnson in the comments saying, let's go Nasir. Martin Farmer says, let's go Seahawks finish. And then one of those muscly arm things, hey, man, you guys got a very powerful team. So, yeah. But I'm not going to agree right there. And then, of course, CCBC Dundalk Lions say Deacon Storm and Jimmy Flame on the play-by-play. That is correct. Dontrell Gregory throws up a few hearts here. And we are just about ready for the second half tip-off. Less than a minute to go. The score is 50-32. The Cecil Seahawks lead the Lions by 18 points here at the half. Dundalk did finish the half pretty, strong. Actually, really strong with the barrage of points right there at the end. Perhaps taking that into the half and using that as motivation for the second half. Points in the paint, Cecil with 32, Dundalk with just 16 points off turnovers, Cecil with 23, Dundalk 2. Second chance points, Cecil with 11, Dundalk 3. Fast break points, there hasn't been any by either team. Bench points, and this is a pretty impressive stat right here. Cecil with 23 bench points, and Dundalk with a respectable 16 in their own right. The score was tied just twice. The lead changed 3 times. And the largest lead Cecil had was by 25 points here in the first half. But Dundalk cutting it down to 18 right there at the very end with a little barrage there with about a minute to go where they just went on made a flurry of shots. And Deacon Storm's about to join me again here real quick. But those are your second half numbers. Those were your second half shout outs. And again, the chat is still open. So if you got any more shout outs to come in the second half, go ahead and get in there. Get them in. We will get them on the air. This is the final basketball game of the regular season until the tournament starts here shortly. Dundalk is fighting for either a 7th or 8th seed. Cecil has the number 1 slot wrapped up. It's all there. So Dundalk has a lot to play for today. What's up, Deacon?
Locked in, man.
Locked in, baby. There we go.
Locked in like their number 1 seed. Deacon Storm, Jimmy Flame here, bringing you NJCAA basketball action. We're already getting started. Cecil College Seahawks taking on the Dundalk Lions. Score 50-32, and we are going to get started here with the second half. Now, on the other end, down here with us, Cecil getting those passes in. Khalid Gates, he passes it back. Another quick shot over for the three-point, and it is drained right into the bottom of the rim. Parangian.
The Seahawks just starting right off where they left in the first half.
Yep, Murray Grant. He's got his hands on it. Oh, he tried to pass it, but it was tipped and taken, stolen. Just like that one was. Jordan Foster. It's like they're going to try to complete the play they did before, but they lost control of it as soon as they got in the paint. Now Cecil down there on the other end. Daryl Johnson just goes right to the rim, but it just kind of flew up in the air. Didn't go down anywhere. That's going to be a foul.
That's about all you can do right there. Just go for the old hack.
Yeah. Hacked him up a little bit. So Daryl Johnson's going to see if he can add to his 11-point tally that he's had so far today.
A little bit of a sloppy start in this first minute, but I'm sure both teams are going to tighten this thing up. And there's the first one.
Up and in. He's 2 for 3 from the free throw line.
Keisha Abbott just jumped in the chat. Let's go, Cecil.
Hey, nice to have some opposing team fans here, too. He missed that second one. So he's 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
We'll take them all.
Yep. Amir Johnson passes it off to Murray Grant. Murray Grant, he is over behind the three-point line. He's kind of trying to find an open lane. He does. Foster thought about it. Back to Murray Grant, 12 on the shot clock. Pop-up shot and in front of the rim, but it's grabbed by Antonio Jenkins. He puts it right back up. It goes in and then out, but then it's out of bounds, staying down here with the Lions. 18:49 here on the clock, 32-54. Your score, 22 points separating the two teams. And they're just trying to get a little bit ahead. Lions are trying to just gain a little bit here.
They got to try to get something going, yeah. And Antonio Jenkins with a nice little floater there, but kind of a little bit of what we saw in the first half was just missed opportunity shots right there.
That's right.
Being real close to the rim and just not being able to drain them. I mean, this game has a different complexity to it if they make some of those.
Right, and the sad part is like there's really nothing you can do about those shots not going in, because the shots that aren't going in are the ones that are actually going in and then popping back out.
Exactly.
So so what are you going to do about that?
They're going in and they're coming right back out. Exactly.
Right. Nasir Johnson's got his hands on it after the inbound pass. Pop-up shot for 2 and
there's one.
Good. Nasir Johnson finally on the board. 2 points. First time today. On the other end, Cecil County bounce pass stopped and stolen by Antonio Jenkins.
See how he's sort of tightrope that side of the out of bounds line right there too to keep it in. There we go. Wow!
By Nasir Johnson for 2. He's got 4 points. He himself on one of those runs you talked about, 4-0 so far since the half started. Passes over to the corner. Carrington has it. Carrington.
There we
Long
go.
pass, but it's stolen. Oh, no, it's knocked out of bounds. Excuse me. Knocked out of bounds by Antonio Jenkins.
It's going to Dundalk, though.
And timeout called because Cecil saw some things that they just did not like. Was it last touch by?
I think it might have been. The referee signaled down that way, but we'll see. We're just going to have to wait till after this timeout. Cecil taking a timeout there. They definitely didn't like something that they saw. They a little sloppy with the ball there, coming into this second half, and perhaps is just another little. Hold on a second. Let's review one more time what we talked about. Yeah. In the locker room.
It could also be one of those things too, but don't forget that right at the end of the half, the Lions had gone on a little run themselves, and it was quite impressive. I believe they gained about 6 points right before the half was over. So we're going to go ahead and see where we stand here. Murray Grant, Kabasu, Amir Johnson, Antonio Jenkins, and Nasir Johnson all coming out to see about the inbound pass. The inbound pass is going to be thrown out by Jordan Foster all the way on the end of the Seahawks.
I wanted to point out, too, real quick, that Jamari Thrash is sitting down there on the bench. He doesn't have his jersey top on. He's got a T-shirt on, but he does have the shorts on, and I wonder if we're going to see him today.
It's possible, depending on how this game goes.
They could use his body down there.
Nasir Johnson tried to get the lay-in, but it was blocked by Daryl Johnson, and tried to get the alley-oop, but no good. And the Lions are able to stop that defensive possession by himself. Oh my gosh! Tried to go for the easy lay-in. Cecil was not having that.
Wow.
He was hacked on the way up. Foul. He's going to the line.
Well, that's just out of bounds. No,
it's out of bounds. So it was all ball?
All ball.
Wow. So that's just going to be a block then.
That was a textbook block right there.
All right. I thought for sure that was going to be a foul, but it was not. Nasir Johnson with the 3, and it goes in. It's good.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Does not matter. I think Nasir Johnson will take that one over the lay-in.
Of course.
39-54, and that leaves being chipped away here at the beginning of the second half. Carrington has it, trying to direct traffic over here, trying to get Parent-Jean, but nope, he passes it over to Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson feeds in. Oh, there's going to be a foul, though. Lions got their hands on that ball after the miss, but it looks like
that's
Daryl
okay.
Johnson goes to the line.
Get in their way. Remind them that they're not on their home court. They're here in Dundalk. They're on they're on the Lions floor. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't just let them drive in and make easy buckets. I like that foul, actually.
All right, Daryl Johnson so far today 2 for 4 from the line. He pops up that one, bounces, hits the back of the rim. No good. And it looks like it's almost like we're looking at a different team here.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they're definitely being more meticulous with their shot selection.
And back of the rim again. Yet another miss on the free throw line. He's 2 for 6.
These are the exchanges they need to capitalize on right here.
Yep, and the Lions, they are coming up. Oh, that hit, trying to hit that rainbow. Let it go a little bit too early. That defensive pressure from Cecil, though. They were there. Well, that's going to be a travel. He thought about the three-pointer, and that's going to be Perrin-Jean on that little misstep.
It's that floor again. It's not a hardwood floor, just our daily game reminder. This is not a hardwood floor. It's a synthetic. So we've seen our fair share of slipping and sliding this entire season.
I actually believe, though, that was just 100% him.
Well, it looked like his foot slid, though. That's why they called it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you post, you have to keep your foot, at least 1 foot grounded.
By the way, Mary Grant has it on the other end. Amoruso has a piece of it. Now Jordan Foster, though, is backed up. Antonio Jenkins was thinking about setting the pick. He did not. He's over there in the corner by himself, though. Now he sets the pick up as Jordan Foster is trying to run around with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. He just dives as he's trying to shoot the ball. Not really sure what was happening there.
Well, he didn't have anyone open.
But Cecil, they have the ball back.
Nobody open. He'd already committed, and I don't know where he's throwing that one, but it looks like one of the coaches on the sideline.
Yep. Carrington wanted to give one of his assistant coaches the ball, and that doesn't work. And now this is yet another opportunity for the Lions to get some score, get some points up here.
39-54, 16-22 to go.
All right, now Jordan Foster, he's getting across that half-court line. He's guarded by Carrington. Murray Grant gets the bounce pass. He drives up. Point. Oh, no good.
One of those in and outs.
Yep, yet another in and out. The ball just does not, the rim just not respecting the Lions' shots today. All right, Gates passes out to Carrington. Carrington gets it back. Now Frazier for three, and that one goes in. That's his second three of the day. He's got 6 points so far. 5'10" sophomore from Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Leads back to 18 now. Let's see what Dundalk can do on this
Bounce
possession.
pass to Murray Grant. Pop-up three-pointer. Hits nothing but the backboard. That was Nasir Johnson on the miss. Cecil, bounce pass. He couldn't get to it quick enough. It was a little too low. It didn't bounce the way he wanted it to. And all it did was bounce out of bounds. Yeah, right. It's going to be Lions ball.
Yeah, he kind of caught it with his foot, too.
All right, Amoruso on the inbound to Jordan Foster. 15:35 left here in the game. Jordan Foster passes it to Antonio Jenkins. Amoruso steps up for the pass. Jenkins gets it back. Back to Amoruso. He's going to drive in.
Nice.
He's going to make it stop, pivot, turn around, shots up. No good. Bounce off the back of the rim. 15-18 left here in the game. Cecil's got it. Carrington for three from the corner. Got it. He was left wide open, and that's going to be his first three-pointer of the day. 3 for 3 on the Cecil side, and timeout called by the Lions.
Wow. So 60-39, 15:09 to go. What do you think? What do you think's going on over here in the sidelines right now?
Well, I think personally, Lions are drawing up a play to try to get things back on track because it seems that Cecil had figured out what the Lions were doing.
Yes.
For a second. Now on the other side, Cecil, they're probably going to play for the same game plan. Which they've been doing all game. I mean, it hasn't really been that much of a diversion. The only reason that they were having any trouble at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half was because they kind of stayed stale a little bit.
Right.
Kind of kept doing what they were doing, and then they ramped it up a little bit. The defense started to show up again. So, I mean, they're probably going to ramp up that defense a little bit more.
You took the thought right out of my brains right there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Cecil come off the bench and playing that tight defense that they played for most of the first half to try and throw Dundalk off their game, because even though there's a large deficit here, right? I mean, there ain't nobody lying about that, 60-39. But when Dundalk's on it, they actually look really good. I mean, they look like they should be in this game.
Right. They do,
despite the score.
Yeah.
I mean, and this thing can turn, either way, at any moment.
It could, but that moment might be 10 seconds away.
Right. Hey, here we go. Yeah.
As soon as this timeout is over. I would tell you what our next game is, but we don't know yet.
We don't have. Well, yeah, with the tournament, yeah.
Well, we don't know because it does depend on how this game ends. What's going on, whether or not the Lions are 7th or 8th.
Right.
It seems that there will be if the Lions lose, there will be I believe a 4-way tie is what we were told.
Yeah, and if that's the case, and there's still a couple games in conference games to go after this one, so the Lions could still end up with that 7th seed, and that means they would have to face Chesapeake in the opening round, who are every bit as good as the Cecil Seahawks. So either way, they've got an uphill battle to go to climb.
13 on the shot clock. Inside pass. Antonio Jenkins for the jumper. It was a long two. Did not go in and hit the front of the rim. Now, fast break. And they tried to pass off that alley-oop again, but Amoruso with the block, and that is unfortunately Gonna be a foul.
Amoruso's like, keep that stuff out of here.
Oh, no, that was a block. Sorry.
Yeah, it was all ball.
Yeah,
man.
it was all ball. I mean,
ball.
I saw it with my eyes. It was all ball.
Right.
But I was looking at the reactions of the players, and they didn't look like they thought it was.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I know.
A block like that can wake you up. That's for sure.
Amoruso not letting Daryl Johnson get that alley-oop in. So now 39-60 still the score. 14:30 left on the clock. Bounced off to Jason Mouzon. He drives up and just completely lost control of it on the way up. That hit the shot. That actually hit the shot clock itself above the backboard. So that is going to be out, and it's going to be Cecil's ball.
He held on to it just a little bit too long. He actually was open long before he launched that ball in the air.
All right, driving in. 1 second. Driving in.
Wow.
Cleve Gates for 2.
Just making it look way too easy.
Yep, he's got 14 points on the day. Amoruso has it back on the other end. He passes it back. 3-point shot. Nasir Johnson hits the front of the rim. No good. 39-62 your score. 13:56 left. Long pass underneath. Couldn't get his hands on it.
You can see by Johnson's reaction that he really wanted that 3.
Oh, yeah.
He gave a little there at the end, you know.
Yep. And Jenkins is out. Amir Johnson back in.
The sophomore Amir Johnson. It is sophomore day. Just wanted to remind everyone watching.
Inside pass. And that is going to be no good, but it's still going to be a foul. He's going to go back to the line again.
62-39, 13:48 to go. And I think you mentioned this earlier, but this game seems like it's just flying by.
That it does. That it does. But back here, foul line, shots up, it's good.
Don't forget, everybody, tomorrow, baseball, Dundalk Lions are at home in their first home game of the season. Baseball first pitch at noon right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit the notification and subscribe button so you can find out, so you can be notified when we go on the air. And the first pitch, once again, is tomorrow at noon.
Yep, and we cannot wait. Boom. Does it again. He's 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Defensive pressure. Mouzon was left alone, though. He pops up for 3. Doesn't make it. Hits the back of the rim. Got Kabasu hit the floor on the other end. Nice pass. Bounced it in.
Wow.
It's good.
Just precision right there all around. This Cecil Seahawks they're a well-oiled machine, and they are going to make some noise in the playoffs.
That was Hassan Corbin for 2, his first 2 points of the day. On the other end. Going to drive in. I believe that's Foster.
Nice.
That is not. It's Nasir Johnson, and that is good.
Little Superman slide there at the end.
Yeah, that slippery floor. Ball's already on the other end in the paint. Grabbed by Amoruso after the miss, and a little bit of a contact foul going back to the other end.
Yeah, a lot of contact down there.
Yeah, he kind of ran into him. That was Daryl Johnson going to be called on the foul.
66-41, 13-10. Fresh shot clock.
Still not out of the realm of reach.
No, not at all.
But
it's basketball. I mean, you can go on streaks. I mean, you can go on scoring streaks that are just,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That really cut into deficits. But then on top of that, it's JUCO basketball. It's a fast game. It's very fast-paced.
Whoa, poked it out right into the hands of Coach Taylor. Right into the hands of Coach Taylor.
Coach Taylor's looking at his player like, what you doing over there? Okay, hold on. I got the ball.
Yep.
Get back over here. Here's where we're at.
All right, well, there's 13 on the shot clock. So they don't have much time to get this shot off because it did not reset. 7 on the shot clock. Travel. Going back to the other end.
A rare travel. You don't really see Dundalk, get the travel call here on the home court very much.
Yeah.
Right there.
But it happens, especially with this particular brand of court. Now, on the other end, in between the circles, Frazier trying to get through. He passes it off. Passed it off to Carrington.
I'm wearing dress shoes, and I went down the court earlier. It was like I feel like I was on ice skates.
Tripping. Long 3 goes right in the face of Amoruso. It is good. Khalid Gates for 3. He's got 17.
69-41.
So Jordan Foster, a little bit of let's see what the call is. May have been a reach in, hacking. Yep, it was a push. So there is, that ball's going to remain down here. Shot clock's still going to be at 21.
And Kabasu's stepping out to throw it in. Let's see what Dundalk can drum up here.
Kabasu tosses it over to Foster. Foster He's going to hold it, give it to Muzan. Muzan's got Amoruso out there, but he gives it back to Foster. Foster makes his way into the paint, passes it back out to Nasir Johnson, who then tries to teardrop it, but it's an air ball right into the hands of Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson, he's going to carry that one out there. The sophomore guard from Trenton, New Jersey, standing at 6'5". That's the size of their guard. Driving it around. Up.
Off the foot.
Off the foot, but no call. Pop-up two-pointer because he couldn't move. Amoruso tried to get the rebound, but it was knocked out of bounds by Khalid Gates. Still going to be Lions ball either way.
And Amoruso will throw it in here.
Amoruso.
Foster's going to take it up. I was going to say, he might want to speed it up just a little bit.
He does. He takes it to the rim and it's good. Jordan Foster, coast to coast for two. 43-69 is your score. And now, a little bit of a cross-up, slows it down a bit. That's, he passes it off to Jordan Jones. No, I'm sorry, not Jordan Jones, excuse me. It was Hassan Corbin. Passed it back. Frazier. Sidestep, two. Could not get the rebound. They got the offensive,
beautiful.
And man.
Beautiful pass right down there in the middle as he was, Hassan Corbin was slashing right through the defense there.
Yep, Corbin got it up and in off the glass. Passed it back over. Tried to get that teardrop again. Amoruso got a finger on it, but could not wrangle in the rebound. 43-71 is your score. Almost a 30-point deficit here.
Right. And that's, I mean, the story of the game is going to be just that, like, you know, open shot, just the missed open shots that Dundalk, I mean, yeah, credit the smothering defense, you know, of the Cecil Seahawks.
And they are smothering. Kabasu with the pop-up jumper for two.
But overall, I mean, Dundalk's just missing way too much to hang with a team of this caliber.
Yes, they are.
And the scoreboards, you know, scoreboard don't lie. And that's exactly what it's showing right now.
Well, hopefully they can get their shot percentage up. Long three-pointer. Bounces up, hits the shot clock. So that's going to be ruled out, and it's going to be ruled Lions ball. 71-45 with 10-14 left in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to be an entirely tight game the whole way through, but I definitely didn't expect almost a 30-point deficit either.
All right.
This crowd's a bit stunned, too.
Yeah, I could tell. Nasir Johnson passed it off to Kabasu. Kabasu almost got it poked out, but he went up. Instead, it was blocked. Able to get the rebound. Lions saved it. Still diving for it. They got it. Nasir Johnson grabbed it. He's going to drive. Sends it over to Murray Grant for three in the corner, and it doesn't go, but the rebound's grabbed back up to Antonio Jenkins, and it's good.
A1 effort all around there, from the missed three to the rebound to the hustle that's got that whole thing going, and then the lay-in under the rim.
Yep, Antonio Jenkins, 6 points on the day. Cecil College on the other end. Khalid Gates passed it on the inside, but then it's got passed back on the outside to Frazier. Over in the corner, he pops up. Looks like it was for a long two, doesn't go in anyway, into the hands of Murray Grant. Murray Grant's going to drive down the fast break, passes it to Nasir Johnson. Back to Murray Grant. He's basically right under the rim. Hits the backboard. It's good.
71-49. We're beyond the halfway mark of the second half. 9:08 to go.
Murray Grant, 10 points on the day. So, Cecil on the other end. Frazier is going to walk it right across the half-court line. He's going to pass it to Johnson, then back to Frazier. Frazier. Stopped, passed it over to Velez, who passes it to Gates. On the inside now. Not enough juice on that as Daryl Johnson misses, passes over to Muzan now on the other end. They're trying to make it over to the half-court line, and he passes it to Nasir Johnson. Nasir Johnson now with the pill. He's going to bounce it. Drive in. Oh, he had that open lane but didn't have the ball.
Wow.
But it got stopped. Antonio Jenkins has it, passes it back. Murray Grant for three.
Boom!
In. Count it. Murray Grant finally on the board with 3-pointers. 49-71 is your score. With 8:17 left here in the game.
It's actually 52.
Or 52. Sorry, didn't update the score.
There was a delay, so they're within 19. That is a game changer. That three-pointer right there changes this game.
Khalid Gates drives in. Does not go in. Murray Grant with the rebound. He's down there by himself. Kickball.
Same time.
Yeah.
So we're allowed to be corny once in a while. We can say this, you know what I mean?
I was just saying what the ref called.
Me too. I got excited because I'm like, all right, Dundalk's going to get this ball.
Yeah. 52-71 is the current score. 8:01 left in the game.
And I don't think I've ever been so optimistic about a 19-point deficit as I am in this game right here.
Murray Grant's driving in. He passes up back to Muzan. Muzan back to Jenkins. Jenkins from the foul line. Gets that block shot, though, after his block. Muzan puts the shot up. Hits the side of the rim. And it's bounced back. But Dundalk did get that offensive rebound. Kabasu grabbed it. And he stepped out.
He said he stepped out. I was just thinking in my head. I was like, we haven't seen one of those inadvertent out of bounds yet.
Yeah.
There's one right there. And I just wanted to remind all the viewers that the sideline or the out of bounds line is marked by blue, but there's a black stripe that goes around it as well that can be hard to see down there. And that counts as out of bounds. Exactly. It's exactly what happened there.
Carrington had it up at the top, but he passed it to Frazier. Frazier, and quick passes. Carrington made his way all the way around and shot the three, but missed. Rebound by the Lions. Lions had the ball. Murray Grant is he tried.
What's the call here?
We're gonna see.
It's got to be a trip. Come on.
He was running forward and tried to pass the ball as he was tripping.
Yeah, he'll come out. He'll take it. Yep.
Yeah, ball's still gonna stay here anyway.
Murray Grant with that. I mean, I'm telling you, he is fun to watch. He is really fun to watch.
He really is.
I'm looking forward to seeing him again next year.
Very true. Pass over to Nasir Johnson. He's up at the top of the key in between the circles. 17 on the shot clock. He's being stared down by Carrington, but he goes up.
There we go.
For two.
Fighting into that lead. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying Nasir Johnson, 11 points so far today. All the way in the corner, Carrington. Oh, the quick inside pass. How beautiful was that? That was Jacob Villegas.
Grant takes it all the way himself.
Pop-up three, no good.
Nice gesture by the ref for catching the player who has fallen.
Speaking of gestures, that was a three-point attempt and a miss. Pass it back, 74-73 is the score. Kabasu stops, backs up, hits the corner of the rim. Could not wrangle in the offensive rebound. 6:30 left in the game.
Well, Cecil does a really good job cutting off those side lanes from Dundalk.
Carrington driving in with the lay-in. The finger roll goes right in. Carrington, 5 points today.
Back to a 19-point deficit.
Lions
21, actually, my bad.
Yep, Lions losing a little bit of this lead they've been chipping away at. Murray Grant driving up, passes it back to Nasir Johnson. He's still behind the three-point line on the right of it. Passes all the way back to Muzan for three. Goes right in.
There you go. And now we got a stoppage of play after that huge three. 75-57 with 5:56 to go.
Wow. What a powerful statement that three-pointer was.
Oh, yeah.
This game is
They're not going
over.
anywhere. Yeah, they're not going anywhere yet.
The Lions refuse to give in. And this is a full time out.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, like, the Lions, like all game long, they'll go through these streaks where they're looking awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then Cecil just steps it right back up. You know, they put the pedal to the metal. I mean, very well-oiled machine they have over there on the Seahawks side. Same with the Dundalk Lions. I mean, we'll see how the rest of this plays out. But again, I think I learned earlier that regardless of what happens, actually, the Dundalk Lions are going to be playing the Chesapeake College.
So you did find out?
Yeah.
No matter what seed they're playing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, you guys got the word here first. I guess that's probably something.
As of now, but there's still two games to go, so it's a whole mishmash. Like the final four teams at the bottom of the division in the tournament. You know, the tournament's 8 teams. You know, seeds 5 through 8. They all have
similar
records right now. Exactly. So it all depends on what plays out over the next couple of games.
Well, I mean, you always got to count in first, obviously, the win-loss record, and then the conference record, and then the divisional record, and then you got to go,
and then tiebreakers,
and then the tiebreakers.
But because of tiebreakers, regardless of where Dundalk finishes, they might still have to face Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Even if they were in the 8th seed or whatever.
Right. So I mean, So I mean, it's a lot of speculation on our part, but I mean, it's something that we're expecting. But it's, we'll find out when it happens.
Yeah, exactly. But, the beauty of the end of the season, there's a lot of what-ifs and what's going on,
Very true.
But the important thing is that they're in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
If you're in, you get a chance.
Yeah, that's true. And everything resets at the tournament. Now, speaking of getting a chance, man, the Lions really, the one-on-one skill, he had to work that one out.
Exactly.
That was Joshua Thomas for 2. He's got 4 points today. Oh, air ball, but back right into the hands of Nasir Johnson. He puts it up for 2. Already on the other end. Nasir Johnson's got 13 points so far today.
Now, a lot of teams with an 18-point lead would sit back and get real comfortable, but Cecil's still pouring it on.
And so are the Lions. 59-77 your score, 11 on the shot clock. Ball's over in Frazier's hands. He steps aside, goes for three, drops it. That's his third three of the day.
77-50. Wow.
Every time the Lions get ahead somewhere.
Exactly. Cecil seems to have an answer for everything.
Yeah. All right, Jordan Foster just crossed that half-court line, goes over to the right, passes it to Muzan. Muzan's by himself until he decides to drive in, but he passes it back out to Murray Grant. Murray Grant on the inside to Antonio Jenkins. A little bit too much fire on that one. Could not get the lay-in. Carrington driving it down. 4:40 left on the clock. Stops, turns around, tries to get the shot, but it's kind of blocked.
It's staying down there, though.
It is. No foul. It's not. Wait a second. Are they calling the foul or are they calling it out of bounds?
Well, Murray Grant's making his case right there. Murray Grant's saying that the player actually went for a pass, which, yeah, he did turn for a pass, but there was definitely.
And there it is. There's a call going down to the Lions. Murray Grant played his case, and he won. Wow.
You rarely see that, you know, the
the first time I've seen it all
the
time.
change of heart by the referee. But it did. I mean, he did turn to pass.
Yes.
So Murray Grant, like, he did have a valid protest right there.
All right, Foster trying to get past Carrington. Having a little bit of trouble, but he got to the paint at least, passed it back to Muzan.
Long three.
It was a long three, but he stutter-stepped with it. He wasn't sure. He wanted to make sure it didn't get blocked. And now Antonio Jenkins is kind of trailing. Cecil's got the ball. Carrington driving in. Got that little alley-oop lay-in. They do that a lot.
They do
but
do that a lot.
That's going to be 2 points for Joshua Thomas, with Carrington getting the assist. All the way up, Mary Grant for three, and it goes in. Murray Grant for three.
3:50 to go. 82-62. Cecil.
Bounce pass on the inside. Pass it back out to the foul line. And he gets that one in.
Unstoppable.
Joshua Thomas, once again, just a jumper.
Unstoppable.
Just a raw jumper from the foul line. 3:37 left. 84-62 is the score. Poked out. That's going to remain down here with the Lions side. Wait a second. Last touch by a Lion. Even though it was poked out, last touch by a Lion, so that's going to go down to the Seahawks side.
Yeah, no arguing from the players on that one. So
you knew what happened.
Yeah, I didn't honestly see it, but we're way up here too.
Yeah, I think we just kind of missed it.
The drive, wow.
Wow, Jacob Villegas.
My word.
For two. Now Jordan Foster, he just pops up the three.
Right.
He just pops up. I think he realizes where they are currently.
At this point, it's like you got to just start trying something, right?
Yeah, trying something. The Seahawks have done a really good, masterful job of running this clock down. That's why the game seems like it's starting, like it just started. Frazier from the side does not get it. Murray Grant gets the rebound. He's going to drive down the fast break. He's trying to make it down, but he loses control.
Wow.
He got kind of swiped and confused from the back. Carrington all the way and too much on the lay-in.
And just like that, Murray Grant hustles back down and gets that rebound.
Amir Johnson for three. Hits the front of the rim. They try to save it. They do. Murray Grant gets his hands on it. Passes it back to Nasir Johnson. Now Jordan Foster's got it. He's going to go directly to the rim. And that is a hard contact. But I mean, you had two bodies going in.
Full speed, right?
Full speed. Marlon Lewis did not want that to go. Foster really wanted it to go. It's the irresistible force versus the immovable object.
There, you finally got it in.
Yeah,
I love it.
I
popped. I just popped.
That's what we saw up under the rim, and it happened. Yep. And here we go. That's going to send Jordan Foster to the line.
As a season, I was just thinking about this while this game's going on. As a season, it's been one of like streaks for the Dundalk Lions, right? They started off really strong. Remember,
I believe it was 8-0 at home,
something like that. Yeah, to start, and then they went on that 4-game losing streak, and then they lost some players through the season, and then some players came back.
I'm going to stop you for a second, Jimmy, because the entire Seahawk team just tagged out. So we have now Mikhail Falco. We've got Marquis Johnson. We've got Jordan Jones. Still have Frazier out there, and I can't see the last one. But Jordan Foster's going to shoot his next free throw, and that one does go in. And your last, the one that I missed is, let me see. That's going to be Jacob Valleja still. So Valleja still stayed out there.
Gotcha.
Jordan Foster, he is 2 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 points total today. 2:23 left in the game. 63-86 is your current score. You see the Seahawks have kind of put their reserve units out there, have a couple starters still out there. Frazier's going. He's
driving.
Gets it completely knocked out, but is rebounded by Jones. Passes it back. But
Steal.
It's stolen. Marquis Johnson lost control. Amoruso on the other end tried to slam it.
Gosh.
But it was just too much. Amoruso really wanted that. But Falco just goes in with the lay-in score. And my goodness.
Why not? Last game of the season,
Wow.
you see an opening like that, go for the huge dunk. Why not?
Amoruso wanted it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Amoruso wanted it, but Muzani's a little shaken up.
Here
It
comes
looks like
Thrash.
Yeah, Amoruso. I'm not Amoruso.
Oh, no.
Muzan, something with his hand over in the corner. He's shaking up. He leaves the court. So on the other end, Amir Johnson.
Oh,
He's got
man.
it. Nasir Johnson. And in there for is Adewaka. Adewaka tried to get that rebound. He missed it, but Kabasu got it.
Thrash making his presence known right away with the body down there, too.
Here we go. Nasir Johnson. Adewaka for 3. Goes right in, the big man. Shooting the three-pointer right off the bench. Chukwuma Adewaka, the shooting guard freshman from Edgewood, Maryland, coming off the bench for 3, but looks like they're going to answer, and they do. Nafari Benjamin for 3 on the other end. Man. Both teams, they are not going to stop it. They're not going to stop playing. Amir Johnson, there's 1 minute left, 91-66 your score. Adewaka again for 3. Didn't go in, but Amoruso got the rebound. He was not able to keep a hold on it, though, as the ball goes right back to the Seahawks. They're going to stop. Pop-up 3, hits the backboard. But Cecil got it back. Block, refs are letting him play. That's going. Never mind. Amoruso got it. 40 seconds left. It's 91-66 your score. Amir Johnson's going to make his way down. A little bit of lax play. Amir Johnson gets the lay-in, and he gets his first 2 points in his final game of the regular season with the Dundalk Lions. That was his first 2 points. 26 seconds left. Everyone's slowing down. Shot clock's still on, though.
And I just realized I've been calling Adewaka Jamari Thrash.
Oh,
I thought it said 25 on his jersey.
I was like, did Thrash come? Where did Thrash come in? Anyway, Amir Johnson's got the ball. You're good. Amir Johnson's got the ball. 11 seconds left. 10. Shot clock's off. Goes for the 3.
Ooh.
Air ball. And I think we know.
Final 8.3 seconds of the season, so it's been one of ups and downs for sure.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Cecil's going to just hold on to this pass inbound from Jordan Jones to Nafari Benjamin. And Benjamin's just going to hold that 2-1 and hit the buzzer. Thank you very much.
Well, Deacon,
this one is over.
Yeah, this one's over, man, but it's been one heck of a ride with you this year.
It is. I'm not even going to get the farewell speech because we're going to literally we're calling a game tomorrow.
No, I know, but just for the millions and millions watching on YouTube.
Of course.
I got to give my personal one more shout out to you, man. It's been awesome. Fist bump. It's been awesome calling basketball with you. We start again tomorrow with baseball at noon. Yes. First pitch is at noon, so definitely tune in, y'all. Hit the notification button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And we do shout outs there too. We do inning shout outs.
We do? I guess we're going to, I guess so.
Yeah.
Real quick, though, but we are going to finish this up. 68-91 is your final. Lions fall to the Cecil College Seahawks. And they were really, giving it their all. But, you know, you have what you do what you can do. With the team that you're playing with. But, I mean, the Lions aren't done. Muzan, he's icing his hand. He's coming up to the bench. But, he's doing his best. Everyone did their best. And very impressive performances from the Dundalk Lions because, they did not give up. They did not stop. They did not quit.
That is one of the things that impressed me the most is they still played hard all the way up to the end. Sophomore day, Jason Muzan and Amir Johnson being celebrated today. And we got Muzan right here. He's standing right in front of us
with ice on his hand.
Give him a big clap right there. But yeah, Jason Muzan and Amir Johnson being celebrated sophomore day. And don't forget the Betsy Gooden Scholarship Award went to Jordan Foster for having the highest GPA on the team.
Beautiful.
That scholarship goes towards his education here at Dundalk. But once again, it's all about the sophomores today. 2 of them on the team. And it'll be interesting to find out where they commit to play basketball next year. Should they decide to continue playing basketball?
It honestly will.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to see both of those players playing somewhere. I mean, they're really good talents, and I think that they could make an impact anywhere they went.
All right. Well, here we are with this post-game wrap-up and talk about our leading scorers on the Cecil College Seahawks. You have Khalid Gates. He finished with 17 points unofficially. Daryl Johnson finished. Never mind. Hold on. We got the official.
The official stats just came in, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So, with that being said, how in the world?
Sometimes, I know.
Yeah, like, okay.
The pace of the game,
This is what we're going to do.
Let's do
17
the
points. 17 points, Khalid Gates, unofficial. Daryl Johnson, 14 points, unofficial. On the Lions side, your leading scorer of the game, Murray Grant, 16 points. That's all as well, including the foul shots. Belinga, we're not going to go there. Nasir Johnson, 13 points. Belinga Kabasu, 11. Antonio Jenkins, 7. So that is how they're going to finish the regular season here at home. And coming up next is going to be. I just wanted to point this out. Yeah,
there's one stat that is glaring at me right now, and that is the bench points. The Cecil bench points. From the bench, they scored 44 points today. That is just crazy.
Well, not just that, but 50 of their 91 was in the paint.
Yeah.
So that was another thing about
wow.
that. So that was an impressive game. Thank you all for joining us. Once again, hit the like, subscribe button, and that bell so that you don't miss any of the further NJCAA baseball action, because that's where we're going to be tomorrow. So we're starting tomorrow. First pitch is
noon, baby. High noon.
For noon.
High noon.
Yeah, I'm not going to call it high noon because it's still going to be 30-something degrees.
No, don't say that. Come on, man.
But yeah, I was going to.
We're going to be out there in jackets. We don't have the luxury of an indoor, thing. We're going to be out there. We're going to be toughing it out for the pleasure of the fans.
That's right. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you so much for giving us a great season of comments, shout-outs, and everything else. And even a walk-up introduction. We had a guy from Alabama coming.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's one of our. He's a fan. I'm not sure of which team, but he is a fan.
He said
of us at least.
He said he's been listening. He's like, I wanted to put a face to the name. He's like, I listened to you guys down in Alabama. And he was wearing that cool, old school Atlanta Braves hat. I love it. I love those throwbacks. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to shut up now. For Jimmy Flame, I am Deacon Storm. Thank you so much once again for joining us all season. And we will see you tomorrow for baseball at high noon here at CCBC Dundalk's campus. Have a good rest of your Saturday, everybody. Hey, you still listening? This is Deacon Storm here.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I got to say, we need to get back on the air for one more second. We got one more very important shout out.
And with this very important shout out, today is my mother's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. Okay.
Want me to sing happy birthday?
Yes. No, wait.
Yes.
Wait, the song was made in 1800 something, right? So I think it was free release. Go ahead. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Deacon's mom.
Deacon's mom.
Happy birthday to you. Bam.
Bam. See ya. Good night, everybody.